Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. We're going to do another ManMade documentary. This one is about Kanami. And so let's hop into it.
Now that we've talked about Psyche, I have to introduce you to her biggest fan. But you know her already, right? She has at least two personalities. Both of them love Psyche more than anything, and she is, with the help of the other members, the genius who writes band-made songs since 2015. Even though her name and persona change as soon as she holds a guitar, let me present you Kanami. Kanami was born on September 28th in Kanagawa, a prefecture very close to Tokyo, which includes the cities of Yokohama and Kawasaki.
I've been to Yokohama. And no, I never did go on that Ferris wheel. I hate Ferris wheels. I can go on a roller coaster, go do flips, turns, you name it. I can do a roller coaster in a heartbeat. Ferris wheel, hell no. I don't do it. It's too slow. I don't like it. I know you would think, hey, you can do if you can do a roller coaster, why can't you do a Ferris wheel? There's reason behind my madness. All right, let's continue.
She is the youngest child of her family with an older brother and sister. During her childhood, her parents wanted her to participate in a lot of various activities, so she tried ballet, piano, calligraphy, English, and a lot more. But in the end, she only kept playing piano. Even though she was a quiet child, she became more and more active as she was growing up. You might think that rock music hit her at an early age, but it was only when she was 17 and joined a music...
All right. You guys are watching this. Tell me if you're seeing what I'm seeing. All right. You see her playing the piano, but on the piano itself, the reflection, you can see her playing what you would think, you would expect. But it looks like, to me, you can see, I'm assuming it's her, you can see somebody is playing guitar. Interesting.
Club in her school as a keyboardist that she fell into the genre. Kanami didn't stick too long with the keyboard as she learned guitar to be popular with the girls. That's right. She wanted to look cool in front of the other girls. Only Kanami could come up with a story like that. And you know what? It worked. The girls talked a lot about how cool she was when she played guitar. Well done, Kanami. Well done. However, she also talked about how Room 335 by Larry Carlton moved her.
I don't know who that guy is. Looks like something from the 70s, but I honestly don't know who he is.
And how this song in particular is a starting point of Kanami wanting to get serious with her guitar playing. At first, she played alone to practice and improve her skills. Then she joined a classmate's band and learned to play a lot of Western hard rock songs from bands like Kiss, Deep Purple, and Metallica, to name a few. It was also during her high school senior year that Kanami started to write songs. But once she got to university, she decided to become a singer/songwriter. She was going to a regular university as her parents decided for her. She studied economics and management to be able to learn about the music industry and how to promote herself as a musician/singer/songwriter. At this time, she wrote songs, sang, played acoustic and electric guitar, and also played her solos. all these skills, Kanami kept working alone and learned programming to create her own songs. The only problem was that she didn't really like to sing. Yes, you heard me. Kanami didn't like to sing.
That's a problem.
Sounds weird, right? As she seems to love doing backup vocals with ManMade. But Kanami wanted to be a professional musician, so she took some singing lessons anyway because she didn't want to be a bad singer. So she kept practicing and also posted her songs and cover videos on Nico Nico and YouTube. Unfortunately, those videos are not available anymore.
Aww.
But Kanami did some other covers, like this one. I'm sure you can see where I'm going, right? A little someone you already know found Kanami's videos and contacted her through the talent agency during the year 2013.
That's true.
They met, Miku played some songs to Kanami to see if she was willing to join, and she immediately said yes. Even the Maid outfit wasn't a problem for Kanami, as she used to wear the same kind of outfit during a school culture festival just a few years before. Please note that Kanami is the only member of ManMade who didn't even hesitate to join when being informed that every member will have to wear a Maid outfit during live performances. That's our girl. Now that Kanami...
I think why she had no problem with it is she's dedicated to being in a band. You know, like basically no matter what it takes, she has a goal set. Be a professional singer or musician, I should say. And that's a dedicated a woman there that I don't care what it takes, I'll do it. Thank God she didn't have a problem with it.
Kanami is part of ManMade. The female hard rock band started to record songs, and even though Kanami wrote songs for a while, all the lyrics and arrangements were provided by other songwriters. Of course, she tried to write song after song for almost 3 years, but they were rejected by management. Finally, Psyche...
I want to say this though. Though some of the songs that they did record that they didn't that she didn't write, I like. Regardless, you know, that I do like those songs and it was written by somebody else, I still think management was stupid to at least not let some of her songs be put on the albums. Thankfully, they finally had a change of heart, but it would have been nicer if they had, right from the get-go, say, okay, we'll give you like 1 or 2 songs we'll record and put on the album that you wrote, and then the rest would be from these other writers. But that's if I was in charge of the record company. That's how I would have done it. But hey, thankfully they got their heads straight, and now I believe she does most of it, if not all of the writing. All right, let's jump into this.
Writing again and again. If there are people close to me who accept my music, I must do my best. We are now in 2016 for the release of brand new Maid, the 3rd studio album from ManMade with 8 brand new songs. I chose to talk about this album in particular because something changed for our 5 talented musicians. This time, they wrote and arranged their very first song. This is a huge step for our little band, and a lot more is coming. For their next single, called YOLO, released just 6 months later, they used some parts of the arrangement of an old song Kanami wrote before joining ManMade. The rest of the songs were written by the band, as almost all of their future songs, even now. If you look at the details in the music and arrangement, the last song that wasn't 100% band-made is Smile, a song released in January 2019 as a B-side of the single named Bubble. As she started playing guitar more than 10 years ago, Kanami owns and has borrowed many over the years. She shared pictures of a few of them from time to time on her Twitter account and on her Instagram. If you've heard of the brand Addictone, you might be interested to learn that they have created a model especially named after Kanami.
Wow.
In 2 colors, red and green. But there is one brand that we are used to seeing more often with Kanami during her latest performances, and it's PRS.
That's got to be pretty impressive. I mean, she must be, I would say, very appreciative and pretty cool that a guitar manufacturer actually created a guitar and named it after her. I mean, that's a big compliment. That's pretty cool, I think. I like the colors too, that red and green. It's pretty good.
In fact, she started to use a PRS guitar in 2016 with a model 408 Fire Red Burst, borrowed from a guitarist amongst BandMade's crew. You can easily see if Kanami plays with a PRS guitar because she only has the ones with the bird inlays on the neck, and Kanami seems to love them. Remember when I told you that...
Yeah, in one of my video reactions, I made a comment about that, how I like that on her neck of her guitar. She's got those birds, and that's pretty cool that they're talking about that now. I'm learning something new.
Kanami's persona changes as soon as she plays the guitar? Well, even she is not aware of these changes.
Really?
But the other members mentioned this aspect of her personality a few times. Saiki and Miku talked about Kanami during the second pilot episode of BandMade Nippon.
まずはじゃあギターのかなみちゃん。
はい。
なんだろう、小鳩が多分一番バンドメイドでやばいって
思われてるよ。
思われてるんですけど、かなみちゃんもなかなかだと小鳩を思うぽ。
ギター持つとも
すご
う
いぽ。
なんかキャラが変わるんだよね。
人がもう違うぽ。
オラオラしてるんだよね。
オラオラ
かっこいい
だ
感じになっ
し、
ちゃう
すごくこうのけぞってギター弾いちゃうみたいな。で普段はそんな自分が前にっていうタイプじゃかなみちゃんないけど、ギターソロになるともう誰よりも前に出ますみたいな。
私を見て
なるっぽなるっぽ。
Oh, you want to see it for yourself? All right, I think I have it on tape somewhere. Let's see. No, that's not the one. Ah, there you are. Well, be prepared for some crazy So, you still don't believe me?
All right, I gotta say this, and some of you gonna be like, "Where the hell you get this from?" But came to see my reaction to this video, and my thoughts. So this is my thought. And I've been thinking about this for a while when I've been watching ManMade, especially when she does her guitar solos, or even playing the guitar. In her mannerism, she reminds me in some ways of Ace Frehley from Kiss, because Ace plays his guitar similar how she does, where the wrist of the with a pick in it, he lays it up against the guitar, and that's how he does it. She does it in a similar way, and then her kind of stumbling around a little bit. If you haven't got a chance, I did a video reaction of Kiss in concert back in the 70s, and when he does his guitar solos, a similar thing. He's kind of stumbling around and all that stuff, and so that's the similarities I see. Whether or not she consciously is aware of it or not, who's to say? She would only be the one to know that. But that's just the way I took it. But I do love, she is aggressive. You can tell, like they were saying, she's very aggressive in playing the guitar. And funny too, they're all getting a good kick out of it. And I like where she just used her leg to kick the what the hell you call that part? I forgot the name of it, but
All right,
that's
let's
funny. All right.
watch this one then. You'll see the switch.
切り替え見ましょう。
Okay, so more.
ねえやめてよ恥ずかしいよ
See? I told you. Anyway, let's talk about Kanami's playstyle. If you didn't already know, I'm no musician, so I won't be able to give you any relevant elements regarding her playstyle. Fortunately, I have some special guests to help me with this part. You might already know them and watch their videos on YouTube, but today, they each have 60 seconds to talk about Kanami. Gentlemen, the mic is yours.
60 seconds is not enough time to talk about what makes Kanami special as a guitarist, but let's start with the fact that she was classically trained on piano. She's a genius composer. She structures the musicality, instrumentals of the BandMade songs, yet she brings it to her band and doesn't let her ego get in the way of them, helping her to perfect the sound. Everything is driven for making the best song possible. She's also such a rock star on stage, even though she seems to have a timid, shy personality, but she's also goofy and has fun interacting with her bandmates. But the number one thing I love about Kanami is she writes some face-melting riffs and guitar solos that is very important for a rock guitarist to do. And she's able to stuff so many riffs into each song and make it flow so well without detracting from the other music, but creating a cool soundscape foundation. And that's why you shut up while Kanami is speaking.
There are a lot of guitarists in this world that are really fantastic. Very fast, precise, clean, and can do pretty much anything with a guitar that they need to be able to do. But I find that there are very few guitarists in the history of music that are able to communicate with people via the guitar. There's a difference between just playing the notes and having that guitar sing to you. People like Jimmy Page, people like Carlos Santana, Slash from Guns N' Roses, I think that they all have this special it factor. It's something that is almost impossible to put your finger on. It's an intangible quality. But ultimately, I think it comes down to having this extra creative bone in your body. Let's call it the Page bone. And I think Kanami absolutely has that. Whenever I listen to any of those guitarists, but Kanami most modernly, she's capable of making me feel like she's actually having a dialogue with me between my ears and her guitar. Even though it's a one-sided dialogue, I feel like I'm understanding what she's trying to say with the guitar. and that's authentic and it's genuine. I think that all just comes down to creativity. Things that she is able to do, ways that her brain is able to work, just like those other guitarists I mentioned from the past, that I think most people can't even conceive of, and us normals out there really can't even put it into words or put it into thoughts. I really feel like she has that. And it's something that's very special.
Something that contributes to Kanami's excellent guitar style is her ability to have many techniques down on the electric guitar that help you craft your own style. Meaning she has tapping and sweeping down where you can mix those two. Like if you were to go sweeping down the guitar and halfway through you start tapping with your fingers. So her ability to mix those techniques together is something that really contributes to her style of playing. This reminds me of guitarists like Santana, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, Slash, and I don't mean in the way of their playing. I actually mean in the way of when I go listen to these guitarists, I know that that is that guitarist playing. So if Kanami is playing, I know that's her playing when I'm listening to a BandMade song. It's like if we subbed her out with Jimi Hendrix or Slash, I would instantly know that Jimi Hendrix or Slash is playing in a BandMade song. I wonder what that would sound like. That is something most guitarists dream to achieve and sometimes don't even get to that or having that unique sound where they're instantly recognizable.
So what is it about Kanami that I like so much? When you have a guitarist that does nothing but serve the song from creation to finish, never worried about ego. Her solos are not solos, they're ensembles. The whole band gets a show. Everybody gets to support everybody else. It's always about the song. It's always about the song. On that note, within that context, she can still do things that only a few other guitarists have done to me. Make me like cry from hearing her solo and what she puts into it, what she communicates through it. Stevie Ray Vaughan's done that. And Kanami Tono. So, you know, that's a pretty amazing thing. And that's without even knowing what the lyrics are being said in the song. What she brings is creativity and structure to emotion, and presenting that, she just executes it perfectly. And she can do it with using simple structures. She can do it using incredibly complex structures, really simple riffs, really complex riffs. It doesn't matter. Whatever serves the song is what Kanami does. I think we're all kind of better off for it.
Thanks for taking the time to share your thoughts.
You know, I actually, that last guy we just saw talking, I just did I just watched his video reaction to Love Bites Judgment Day. And he did a good job of reacting to that. And he seems to, well, he's definitely got a much larger channel than I do. Everybody has. All right, let's go.
I'm sure that many of you have some ideas and feelings in common with our fellow Gaijin guys, and maybe some thoughts of your own. It's one of the things that makes Kanami special. Let's move on to the end of our journey. Kanami has loved music since her childhood and did everything to pursue her dreams. She worked very hard during her school years. She learned guitar after many years of playing the piano. She also learned how to write a song and even taught herself audio programming. She started on her own before finally joining a band to strengthen her skills, to end up making covers on the internet. And after joining ManMade, she kept writing even though her songs weren't selected. But she never gave up and continued for all those years thanks to her fellow bandmates' support, until her hard work finally paid off. And for many years now, BandMade members write and compose their own songs. She wanted to be able to do it all and become a professional musician, and with BandMade, Kanami became one. In the end, Kanami's story is about determination, hard work, and a strong bond between the band members, because without each other's support, I'm sure that BandMade would be very different from what we know today.
また君に落ちてく
Oh gosh, she's so adorable. She really does have a big crush on
あり
Saki.
がとうございます
She really does. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised one day that she or as the band get credit for producing their own album if they haven't done that yet. Apparently she has the education on how to do all those things. So maybe that'll happen one day. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's number 2 of the documentaries. There's 3 more to go to. And that'll be coming in the next, I say, within the next week or so. All right. Until then, you guys take care of yourself and the ones you love. Bye-bye.
続いてまいりましょう。続いてはバンドメイトの皆さんです。
これもトレンディエンジェルのたかしが好きそうな出てきましたね。なんと昨年発売したアルバムが全米ビルボードチャート入りを果たした。すごい。
世界征服を目指して頑張ってますぽー。
ほー。行きましょう。PR タイムスタート。
30秒です。
私たちバンドメイドはメイド服を着てハードでロックな音楽を奏でているバンドなんですと。そんな私たちバンドメイドは昨年発売したこちら缶から絶賛発売中ですと。皆様のことをご主人様、お嬢様、そしてライブのことをおっきゅうちと呼んでおりますと。現在私たちバンドメイドは絶賛全国ツアー中でしとも、ご主人様、お嬢様のご帰宅心よりお待ちしてます。終了。
まあでも何よりやっぱエレキの能力は確かでしたね。すごかったですよね。楽器はもうベースも間違いないです。そこはすごかったですね、本当にね。
さあバンドメイトの皆さんでした。ありがとうございました。さあ続いてまいりましょう。続いては
So is that like I guess they have like a time limit on when to basically introduce themselves to the viewing audience, I guess, because that was definitely very quick and you can see the timer on the screen going. Well, that is, man, they're so adorable, aren't they? Talented and adorable. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this little bonus video. Okay, take care of yourselves, everyone. Arigato gozaimasu.